It's Friday, and that means it's time for our weekly arts and culture segment. We have our culture correspondent, Song Yoo-jin, in the studio. Happy Friday, Yoo-jin.
Happy Friday, Jungmin.
What do you have for us today?
Well, so Jungmin, as the chilly weather sets in, now's the best time of the year to cozy up in our bed or a sofa and catch a good movie or a show. And as we know, the Korean streaming scene is buzzing with options, but we have to get ready for something big because this Tuesday, two local streaming giants, Tving and Wavve, signed a deal for a merger. So for this week, here's a sneak peek into how this deal might reshape the Korean content and streaming landscape. Are we about to witness the birth of Korea's largest streaming service? Local streaming giants Tving and Wavve have signed a Memorandum of Understanding for a merger. CJ Tving is the second largest domestic streaming platform with 5.1 million monthly active users. SK Square's Wavve is fourth with 4.23 million. When combined, their total of more than 9 million expected users would make them the leading domestic streaming service provider. The two rivals coming together was not a surprise. This marks the second merger between local streaming services following TVing's merger with KT's Shijin last December. Industry experts view this as a strategic move for survival.
With the rise of numerous streaming service brands, not only Netflix but also Disney+, there has been constant discussion about the crisis facing domestic services. The merger between Tving and Wavve is seen as a way to secure a competitive edge against industry leader Netflix.
In terms of numbers, the merged platform will fall short of Netflix's 11.3 million monthly active users. However, this could change in the long run.
This is exciting news for consumers because they can access a diverse range of content with a single subscription fee. Wavve has programs on terrestrial TV channels, while Tving has been building its lineup with entertainment shows and dramas on TVN. On top of that, each platform has its partnerships with streaming services abroad.
This move could also realize the long-envisioned dream of local streaming services: global expansion. Both companies already have the experience and know-how, with CJ acquiring global production studio Endeavor Content and Wavve America acquiring US-based video streaming platform Cocoa.
In the case of Netflix, subscriber numbers tend to peak when it releases an original series. This indicates that without compelling original content, a streaming service won't be able to compete globally. There's anticipation that through the merger, the combined investment capacity could increase, which could lead to more original content from the two platforms.
The two companies are expected to finalize a definitive agreement by the middle of next year to conclude the merger process by the end of 2024.
It is a big deal indeed, and Yoo-jin, some people are looking forward to the merger, but are there any concerns about it?
Well, this merger is actually causing a mix of concern and excitement, especially among content creators. The reason is because, on the one hand, it signals fewer opportunities, because having various platforms to showcase their work for content creators also mean that they can compete and get better deals for their proposal. But on the flip side, mergers like this reduce the stress for creators about securing investments. That's because when platforms face financial struggles or operate in the red, it gets tough for them to invest in content creators. So despite the potential for creators to earn less, this could pave the way for a more stable environment, meaning that we'll get to see content consistently being created on platforms.
So the MOU has been signed. What comes next?
Well, the two companies will now have to go through the so-called due diligence, which is a comprehensive assessment process of the deal and operational, financial, legal, and strategic aspects. The exact merger ratio is yet to be confirmed, but local media reports suggest that CJ is set to become the largest shareholder. They also need approval from their board of directors, a process that took 4 months for the Tving and Shijin merger. The deal will also need to get assessment by Korea's Fair Trade Commission, as the shares of two companies combined exceeds 30%.
Our culture correspondent, Song Yoo-jin, thank you for your report.
Thank you.